Welcome to Living in Beauty. It's Tuesday, September 13, 2016, at gorgeous Klamath Lake, Oregon. And this is the quietest place I've ever been, and I'm not talking about my Airstream studio. I could be recording outside by the picnic table and you wouldn't know the difference. Can you believe we're 45 minutes from a place to buy a head of lettuce? And we forgot to stock up on groceries before we came. But the drive here was so beautiful, it just slipped our minds. I don't know where we are, but we're not in California anymore. Jim squeezed the brakes for a steep descent. The town of Doris is 15 minutes back. What a disappointment. It was State Line Squirrel's first day on the job. How did she miss the Welcome to Oregon sign? It's been 8 weeks since we left San Diego, a couple of miles from the Tijuana border near Baja, Mexico. And today is our first day out of California. We'd probably find reasons to white-knuckle our beloved state, even without the heat and truck problems. Since leaving Mammoth, the Beast, our 2014 Ram 2500 Cummins diesel has been diagnosed with a faulty catalytic converter, which 18,000 other trucks are in line for all over the U.S. So, we've been advised not to drive it, much less tow 7,500 pounds in 90-plus degree heat, and to sit tight and wait in line for 5 to 6 weeks for repairs. Yeah, right. So, we drive in the cool early hours of the morning, and always, after 100 miles, the engine light advises us to seek maintenance again. It's a squirrely problem to have to drive from Ram dealership to Ram dealership just to be on the safe side, where they will at least reset the light. Our current plan is just to take it slow and easy till we get to Mississippi in October. Just yesterday, we were camped at the foot of Mount Shasta, soaking in the vortex, the splendid threshold of California. Middays were in the low 80s, but as evening set in, the temperature dropped to the mid-40s. For 6 days, we tested the water, gingerly sticking our toes in, trying to imagine what it will be like to experience weather patterns that are different from our usual eternal spring and summer. In the winter, cold, frost, snow, sleet, hail are novelties to San Diegans. You either drive a distance to see them, or you immediately run outside and take a photo before the aberration dissipates and it's all back to Camelot. Now we're in cold territory, where community pools, campgrounds, gardens, and other attractions actually close for the season. This campground near Klamath Falls will close this Sunday and reopen next spring. Like salmon traveling upstream, we will be driving against snowbirds who are migrating south. But we need to make it to Twin Falls, Idaho to visit Jim's sister, Dolores, and her husband, Richard. Not only do we want to see them, but they've been accepting our mail and Amazon deliveries. We also want to visit Jim's 93-year-old Aunt Lillian in North Platte, Nebraska. These destinations may put the 432 plan to the test. It might seem like a strange regimen, but as new full-timers, we're exploring the virtues and pitfalls of the 432 rule. Drive no more than 4 hours a day, stop by 3 p.m., and stay 2 weeks. Since we started, only twice have we departed from 432. The first time was in Riverside due to extreme heat, over 110 in the first few days of the heat dome. Then again, last week at Shasta Lake, because we were unequipped with a small aircraft to fly us and our kayaks down to the new water level. Sadly, the water level at Lake Shasta is 50 feet below normal conditions. But most places, we've stayed for at least a week. And we enjoyed a maximum 14-day stay in beautiful Tahoe. Someday, we shall return. Even though it's unseasonably warm for Klamath, these dense, surprisingly frigid gusts blast through the treetops, signaling the climactic tone for our journey north. Jim is preparing, should we be stranded like some friends of ours right now in Yellowstone, by a sudden blizzard or ice storm. He's studying up on how to manage extreme cold in an Airstream. Before we pull out Sunday, I need to check the underbed storage for our winter clothes. I can't remember what we donated and what we kept, if anything. I have the sniffles. Throat feels scratchy. Jim's in the same condition. Meanwhile, Pico, our feral Katrina Rescue Chihuahua, is going native in these silent and magical woods. He thinks he's got the stuff. Ain't scared of nothing. Here we are, Oregon. Next up, Idaho. State Line Squirrel, also known as Fetchy Squirrel, will be back on the job. Thanks so much for joining us at Living in Beauty. Special thanks this week goes to iPostal One in San Diego for their highly efficient and trustworthy digital mailbox service. Have a great week.